You know where there's a lot of romance?
Married at first sight. Segue.
Now, Eliot's time on MAFS was short-lived initially after he packed his bags mid-honeymoon. But last night, he made his grand return to the end of the aisle, his cryptic vows keeping new bride Veronica guessing.
Standing here looking at you now, it definitely seems like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's hope that light is the magical beginning and not another train hurtling towards me. Let's have a bit of fun through this process. After all, it's not every day you get to marry a stranger. In fact, for me, it's more like every week.
The reactions here are memeable forever. After an evening of bombshell revelations, we're thrilled to say Veronica is here on the couch. Veronica, how fantastic to have you here.
And thank you for the facial expressions.
Oh, I've got so many more to come. You just wait.
I love that.
Well, welcome to the experiment. And so when you got to the end of the aisle and he's saying all these things to you, you had no idea he'd been married before, right?
No idea whatsoever.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was actually just focusing on how hard my chest was, my heart was pounding in my chest.
Yeah, sure.
And he was saying the words and I was like, what do you mean? And then in my head I thought maybe he's just been married before the experiment. I was like, that's so fine. We all have baggage.
OK, so other than that, what were your first impressions of Eliot?
I remember as I was coming down the aisle thinking, he's got great hair.
He does have great hair.
He's got great. He does.
That's obvious.
Come on,
yes.
we can't
deny
we
that.
can't argue with that. And when he turned around and looked at me, he was very complimentary, and I liked that. It kind of put me at ease a little bit, so that was reassuring.
Yeah. And fans of the show realise that compliments have been lagging this season. So you actually managed to make it through the honeymoon with Eliot. So when did you find out that he only lasted 3 days on the last honeymoon?
He did tell us at the wedding reception.
Cool.
My girlfriends Kate and Emma were very, very keen to mine for answers.
Interrogate the witness.
Interrogate, yeah, I mean, to put it lightly. So they were definitely asking a lot of hard-hitting questions, and he was very able to respond easily in terms of, he had prepared answers, it felt.
OK.
And so...
Is that a red flag, prepared answers, rather than being a bit more authentic?
Yeah, I mean, the girls picked up on it, but for me in that moment, I just thought that maybe he was just really well spoken and you know, was just holding himself really well, and that's how I perceived him.
OK. One of the impressions that Eliot left after that first wedding and marriage is that he had all these sort of impossible standards, these high expectations, and that if he didn't like it, he's just going to throw this tantrum, pack his bags, as we're seeing here, and go. Did you get any feel of that from him when you were with him?
I think initially, when he was telling me the story, the way that I saw it was how good this guy can make a decision and follow through on it.
OK.
And so I was looking at it as a positive because indecision is like a red flag for me.
OK, all right.
So that's how I perceived that. And then kind of as time went by and some comments that were made about Lauren, I was kind of questioning that on the last day of our honeymoon. I thought, oh, I wonder how Lauren's feeling. I wonder what's going on for her. Because as a woman, to receive that type of rejection, it would just be shattering.
Yes.
Especially in front of an audience. Hey, everyone.
The whole nation.
I'm not good enough.
If only there was a way we'd find out how Lauren's feeling.
So, OK, let's talk about Lauren. So, first dinner party tonight.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you come face-to-face with Lauren?
First time meeting Lauren, first time meeting actually everybody. And, you know, Eliot was very reassuring going into it.
But he's never done a dinner party before.
That's right. That's right. He hadn't done a dinner party and neither had I. But I think he did have a little bit of an advantage in that he had met some of the other cast.
OK, yes.
Previously through I think it was the Bucks party.
Yeah. Things have changed since then.
Feels like a lifetime.
I feel like you guys know more than I do.
That's the thing.
How did you connect with Lauren without giving too much away?
Without giving too much away, I think I just really did my best to try and listen as much as possible. And I really did sort of empathise going into it with her position and again with the rejection and how she might be feeling with the group. And because Eliot didn't really give me too much information on her.
Sure.
Really. He was quite...
He didn't know her long enough.
Your words on mine.
Did you
Good for
feel
you
like,
doing
and
your
with no
own
spoilers
research.
again, but did you feel like when you walked into the dinner party, just welcomed by the group? Thank you so much for coming.
Amazing.
Veronica, your reactions are unbelievable.
We can't wait to see.
I got nothing to say. I got nothing.
No. You say it best when you say nothing
We
at all,
love that
my
you're
friend.
a part of this now. Welcome, and please come back anytime.
Come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
mate.
I would love to.
She's so good. Okay, Married at First Sight continues tonight at 7:30 p.m. on 9 and 9 Now. I think we have a new favourite
We do.
experiment
We have
member.
a new favourite
Yeah.
bride. We certainly do. All right.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and
What's my name again?
Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?